Thank you for visiting the CoinSeries channel again. Epic 20% upsurge in sight as XRP price breaks critical resistance. The most interesting thing about this, though, is plus, XRP has witnessed a significant increase from its previous low of around 49 cents, reaching a high of 58 cents. It's currently trading slightly lower. The best part, though, is that this is happening far before the general public has even heard of cryptocurrency. You know, I didn't want to go over anything I said in yesterday's video argument again. However, I previously recorded a video yesterday. Simply put, there are numerous indicators and factors to take into account that suggest, generally speaking, that not many stores here tend to jump on board when the market reaches its ecstasy level. Consequently, it is astounding to observe Bitcoin maintaining its position as the front runner. But even without a slew of additional stores getting on board, it's over $50,000, almost $52,000 right now. Wow, that's amazing. This means that XRP will undoubtedly be targeted by retailers. I see. Look at that. Here's where you'll find the genuine possibilities. Even though it's a large cap coin, most large cap coins today don't have a ton of money in them, which is why XRP has always been my go-to cryptocurrency investment. Thus, the insane multiplier effect is still on the table. Investing in XRP or other cryptocurrency is hazardous, but so is investing in any other asset. The difference is that with the micro cap, you're not taking on nearly as much risk. Danger lurks. Crypto, meanwhile, does involve a great deal of uncertainty and danger. I'm merely stating microcaps, alright. The idea that you could make insane amounts of money if you won the lottery and invested in the perfect microcap stock is completely unrealistic. The vast majority of individuals. For me, this is the sweet spot, a big cap that has been around for a while and has proven useful. Even after 10 years have passed, I'd wager that it's still possible to get that insane multiplication effect, and it will certainly be in the top 10 by market cap. Well, that's cool to know, and I'll show you the parts one want to emphasize. Because it's interesting, I believe you're going to enjoy it. As long as merchants don't get involved, XRP will continue to thrive. No matter how many people feel negatively about the fundsters, the fact is that it is still very much alive. Oh, great. Being one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap for so long proves that it is among the most successful cryptocurrencies of all time. Its position in the top 10 has been consistent for more than a decade. That is accurate for exactly 3 coins. That's XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. I should preface this by saying that I am not providing financial advice and that I do not have any sort of financial expertise. Also, listen, you shouldn't base your investments on what I say. As a pastime and for fun, I enjoy making films on YouTube regarding crypto-related subjects. I'm just an enthusiast. So, to quickly get into this article. XRP price smashes through massive 20% resistance. A big spike has occurred in the price of the popular cryptocurrency XRP, which has climbed by 20%. The XRP price has surged by more than 8% after breaking past a critical dynamic resistance barrier set in November. Considering a major shift in its price movement occurred at the beginning of the week, yes, exactly. There will be cries of bloodshed when the price reaches its lowest point. It appears like that's the case rather often, or at least it will be till Bitcoin falls any lower. After then, it will be great. Sure, whatever, XRP will inevitably decline in value. Not only that, but this is the most repulsive attitude I've encountered inside the XRP community in recent memory. And that's why I'm bullish. I know how people act. When prices don't go up the way they want, they get irritated and complain a lot. Therefore, I brought attention to this yesterday. Therefore, I will keep this brief. This is a measure that you should be familiar with, so I'm bringing it to your attention. This is why it's not out of the question that more people will be jumping on the bandwagon. After all, that's how it has always worked. It seems to me that XRP, along with other practical cryptocurrencies, will have its moment in the sun if that occurs. I mentioned this in my video yesterday, but this is a new piece from today that claims institutions are driving the recent price action of Bitcoin, according to crypto analysts. Here's the headline from the Daily Huddle on chain activity. Blue-chip investors appear to be driving Bitcoin's recent price motion, according to recent on-chain activity. As stated by a well-known computer scientist. In light of the recent search for Bitcoin's price, Ali Martinez informs his 45,800 followers on the social networking platform X that the daily creation of new Bitcoin addresses has been noticeably declining. According to Martinez, the decrease in new Bitcoin wallet creation suggests that institutional demand is driving the price movement, rather than retail traders. This trend suggests that institutions are driving Bitcoin's recent price movement, as retail traders are still waiting on the sidelines. So, my friends, think about it, Bitcoin is leading the markets in the $50,000 range again. This isn't due to the presence of retail speculators, who have traditionally been instrumental in driving Bitcoin to record highs. In their absence, it's to this level. Wow, that's amazing. Since it is obvious that the asset class moves in unison, I asked from the outset what this could imply for XRP. Obviously, it portends the arrival of pyrotechnics. Unfortunately, this process is somewhat time-consuming. It's typical, by the way, that it takes a long time to reach this point. Impatience sets in for some. I'll patiently wait for as long as it takes. Furthermore, I will have the opportunity to emphasize this argument. If you're interested in blockchain analytics, you might be interested in this post I found from TXMC. He's a terrific analyst and a very astute individual. He was previously employed by Glassnode, another great company. And his words were as follows: "Human nature is constant." This is from this morning alone. This is why looking into previous manias and bubbles makes sense. Simply said, a market is just a collection of people voicing their opinions and making choices. This is who we are. This means that markets rely on more than just technology and trendy topics when quoting. That was his point of view. Indeed, it is the reason why it is intriguing. But you may alter at the personal level. The amazing thing is that we have data spanning over a century that demonstrates what transpires. Think about it, if you were an investor in the stock market and could observe the past cycles, you could see the influence of human psychology, which has always been present. We have 15 years of Bitcoin price activity where the upward tendency is plain to discern. It's as if all the data is there. Furthermore, the fact that such data is accessible is irrelevant. Little do most people realize it. The fact that many people are utterly incapable of controlling their darn emotions proves that it makes no difference whether they are aware of it or not. Yes, I do believe that people will continue to behave in a humane manner as part of my investment strategy. Sure thing. Not to mention that I refuse to follow the crowd. After making a purchase, I do absolutely nothing. Changing positions is not something I do. There isn't one that I comprehend. Yes, please do not grow antsy. I simply cling on because it is so effective. This has been proven to be true over time. What happens, then, when you examine manias and bubbles? Indeed, it is fascinating to note that we have witnessed the craze accompanying each crypto cycle thus far. It still hasn't arrived. From what I can tell, it isn't. Things are heating up. Yeah, I'll admit it to you. Insanity bliss? Not in my opinion. I sincerely doubt it. This will further emphasize the idea. I am quite optimistic for this reason and for many more. This is just amazing. So long as you can see the screen, it's almost worth it to drive. Put it out of your mind. I'll simply give you a general idea. Then I guess I'll just read his words. And you understand what I'm trying to say. However, Ki-Young-ju is the author of this piece. He has 333,700 X followers and is well known as the CEO and founder of CryptoQuant. I've featured his work in the past. This is what he put down on paper. As a percentage of market capitalization, Bitcoin has not changed in over 6 months. A Bitcoin bid of nearly $16,000 was placed. That's 80%. Had traded hands for $29,000 at that time. As of yesterday, he had posted $51,000, with 71% of that amount still unmoved after 6 months. $60,000, or 63%, so, that is up to date as of yesterday when he made this post. 64% have not made any changes in the past 6 months. 63% of why is that important now? Due to his subsequent statements? At prior cycle peaks in 2021, this is how it appeared. Just 15% had made any progress. 15% realized cap has been stagnant for over 6 months, and 63% of that percentage has not moved at all. Therefore, the proportion of Bitcoin accounts that haven't moved decreases as the price rises, since more and more people are tempted to sell. As a result of their sales, we can see that we're currently at 63%, although we reached a peak of 15% in 2021, 5% in 2018, and 5% in 2014. Since this isn't the peak, it would be really strange. This is just one more reason why, if there are credible analysts who think we're probably at the cycle peak, then I give them all the credit in the world. And who knows, maybe they're right. Wow, this is very bizarre. What you're saying is that we've reached the peak of the cycle? By the time he published this yesterday, 63% of Bitcoin had not changed hands in almost 6 months, according to its realized cap, and the price was $51,000. When we were at the peak of our game last cycle, we were just 15%, we're currently at 63%, and that's all. I mean, it's reasonable if that's the case, but when I consider this, I can't help but wonder how that could be the most likely outcome. You know, it's just kind of unbelievable, you know? I won't go into detail about the points I made yesterday, but they include tremendous greed, the fact that there are just 3 days till the event, and the fact that it seems like it must be going higher. At this point in time, there has been little to no growth in Bitcoin search volume, which indicates the euphoria mania stage of the crypto fear and greed index. Additionally, 63% now. I'm just wondering whether everything is alright. I don't know for sure, but it's not exactly euphoria, and it's been a tough pill to swallow. Now that we're excited, but is it truly here? Will we experience the cycle without frenzy and euphoria? I can't help but wonder if Bitcoin will actually reach a new all-time high soon. If so, XRP retail is on the way. Sure, no problem at all. This isn't the only post from last night, check out this one as well. It's from Santiment. Aside from the massive activity in Bitcoin ETFs, there has been a clear reversal in the distribution of Bitcoins among wallets with 1,000 to 10,000 coins. In 2024, there will be an additional $12.95 billion for Bitcoin wallets ranging from 100,000 to 1,000. The value of Bitcoin wallets decreased by $7.89 billion in 2024. Seeing where the larger accounts come from is merely fascinating. Thus, it is changing. The behavior of the whales is absolutely captivating. Furthermore, when combined with the remaining data, assuming we are about to embark on a new bear market, how can I not be hopeful that this will grow substantially before collapsing? The outcome will be determined by this. But listen, I predict that the retail industry will soon SRP. I think that's the most likely scenario, and we'll figure it out together. Truthfully, no one can say. Neither do I, you have no idea. None of the world's top analysts have a clue. They are steadfast in their beliefs. But we will determine who is correct. That's not my area of expertise. Regardless of what I say, you shouldn't buy or sell anything. That is the last scene in the video. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe to my channel. Goodbye for now.